Good morning, guys. It's CINNAstixx here, and today's gameplay commentary is on the AKs-74u. This weapon is really not much hype for it. I mean, the only thing it's good in is damage as far as stats go, coming in at 15 rounds per magazine for the standard edition and 18 for the +3, with 5 magazines total, I believe. So that means there's a lot you can work with when it comes to magazine attachments. As far as what you should go with, I'm using Nim Rod mags right now, and I highly suggest them. They're probably the best thing to go with. Being that it does somewhat lower the recoil, and -1 damage on an already best-in-class damage weapon is not, you're not sacrificing much. So, do go small at someone who cares. I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood right now. I'm making a commentary. But, yeah, I could be an asshole, guys. Don't get me started. But, as for the overall recoil of this weapon, it is pretty high, and as for the actual reload time of this weapon, it's about the same if you compare it to, being that it's the same animation, it's the same as the AN-94 or the AAK. So that just says a lot as far as, like, it's gonna act like those weapons as far as damage and recoil for those weapons. So it's got the overall characteristics of it all. So the amount of damage this weapon typically does for, let's say, a headshot, it can go into the 50s. For any body shot, it's usually in the 20s, 40s to even the 30s. Just hops around a bit, which is normal, but it can be, being that it's such a high power weapon, you think it would do a lot more typically. So it is kind of odd to see that it kind of sticks around in the 20s every once in a while. So it's great to go for the upper body shots, being that the recoil will make you go and hit the head. And with that said, as far as recoil, I would use a tactical stock. And for the range of this weapon, being that it doesn't have the best range or accuracy, tactical stock will give you some better accuracy. As far as the range, the standoff barrel is suggested, or a precision barrel, just if you want to stick to close quarters with this weapon. I wouldn't always rely on it for hip fire accuracy. It's not one of the easiest to use, not like most of the ones I've used, but it's still, I want to say usable, but I wouldn't always rely on it. So with that said, sorry guys, I have to be an RPG noob right there. With that said, not much else you can say about this weapon. It can be modified to be a really decent gun. Someone was telling me to troll earlier and use Barracuda barrel to, like, do anything I could to lower the magazine capacity and make it hard to use. So I thought that was pretty funny. I could do that later on as a special request, but if you see me fail miserably, then can't say I didn't warn you. So wait up here. Notice as if you fire this weapon at a full auto rate and you're trying to focus on a small hit point, even if it's the head on an enemy's body, it's not the best idea, being that the bullet spread is pretty great on this weapon. Now, as you saw there, being that this weapon, though it does great damage, it will, if you are on a low mag capacity, as in you're running out of ammo, it will fail you at times as far as damage goes. So that is to be expected, but not always. Besides that, the reason I'm using a red dot on it, it's nice and open, quicker aim down sight. It's just really good on this weapon. Not just that, it gives it the whole Call of Duty 4 AK-74u feel, because that was a really great weapon in that game. Whether it was OP or not, it was just really great. We all enjoyed it. I don't know why I tried to fire an RPG, but it's rounds like this, guys, that just really grind my gears. Is it really necessary to? I actually wanted y'all's opinion on that. I mean, I know there's 3 capping, 4 capping, all capping in the game, but is it really necessary? I mean, when you have a team that's so poorly, they play just so poorly, is it really necessary to be 4 capped? I mean, should that be fixed, you know, to be all capped and to have to be dominated like that? It's really not necessary. I mean, they probably should change something about it. You know, it kind of, unless, you know, just the time to move on to a different game mode. But it really does need to be changed. It does get old, and it's kind of unfair at times. They do try to team switch certain players, but it doesn't always work out that way. So it'd be nice if they did a better job of that and all that stuff. At longer ranges, like I just did there, I'd say burst it. Not much, you know, just a little bit. Well, this round's coming to an end. Let's see my final score, and we'll go into my loadout screen right after. (15-6), best on my team, even for an engineer. I know I kind of camped around a lot. Probably should have moved forward more, but there you have it, guys. Alright, guys. Well, on a quick note, this F2000 and this RPK that's supposed to be coming out soon, it's killing us. The rest of my clanmates at +3 Gaming and just a whole lot of us, it's killing us waiting for it. They may release it this coming Friday, being that they like to release them on Fridays and stuff, but I just had to put that out there. Now, let me look at the overall stats. The overall stats of this weapon is best in class, very high damage with low accuracy, but with the Nim Rod mags and the tactical stock, you get a +1 control, which overall lowers the recoil, and a +3 accuracy, which lowers the bullet spread and overall recoil as well. Standard has 15 rounds per magazine with 5 mags total. 5, maybe 6 with the one loaded in, I should say. So I have 8 rounds extra with the Nim Rod mags, which is good to have. You wouldn't really need any damage boosting things on here. I used to use CQC ammo on it just to use it, you know, just to see how good it does at close quarters, but it does suck to give up the extra ammo you could have. I mean, CQC only goes so far. But besides that, Casket mags would probably do great on this weapon. Other things like that, being that it already has so many magazines, I think that's what makes up for the low ammunition per magazine. Now, the range on this weapon is low, so I have the standoff barrel to kind of up it a little bit. Being that it's only doing +4 range, if it had high range, you'd have even higher range. But since it has low range, it brings it up to about most typical weapons that have a normal medium range. Rate of fire is medium full auto. It is slower, being that sluggish slightly because it is a powerful weapon. So that's to be expected, but that just means it's easier to place shots and you lose less accuracy if you're not firing at a full rate of, you know, a faster rate. Sorry, I had to take a breath away from the mic there. So not much else to say about this weapon. Let me go show you the suggested attachments. Like I said, a standoff barrel, a tactical stock. Red dot's good. If you really want to troll, use the M145. I'm just saying. Of course, as you saw there, I used the Nim Rod mags, and they actually work good for once. They probably would work wonders on the AK-47, which someone asked me to do a video on that as well. So I could try that later on with the M145 and all that. Not with the M145. That would be impossible to use on the AK. I apologize for that. I'm so out of it this morning. Well, guys, that's pretty much it. I should probably move on now. I still have some weapons to do. I believe I still have the PP2000 for the engineer, and that's about it, actually, I believe. Now it'd be pistols and shotguns I have left over. I believe also I have one more light machine gun, I think, to do. Oh, well, 2, the QJY88 and the MG3. As for the sniper, the recon, all I have left is the Dragunov and the SV98. I think that's all. I'm pretty sure that's it. As for the assault, I'm done with everything, though I'm still redoing the M4 and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and do that later, but you guys got to request it first. So request it here, request it in the forums, request it wherever, you know, wherever you feel that I would highly take note from it and actually do the video on it. So guys, that concludes my video for the engineer weapon, the AK. Sorry guys, I'm out of it. Like I said, that concludes the video for the AKs-74u. Oh, also on another note, what did I get? I got the Hoaxer balaclava, permanent from the daily draw. So just so you guys know that, yay, someone got something permanent. I got a lot of other things permanent from it, but that's pretty cool to get that, even though I still prefer the jawbone or the full scully balaclava. But alright guys, sorry to keep going on and rambling here. I hope you all enjoyed this gameplay commentary, and I'll talk to you guys later. Much love and respect on the battlefield, soldiers. Peace.